A very warm good morning, students. Today we will learn from Civics Chapter 6 Political Parties. We have learned last in our class from History Chapter 3 Nationalism. Today I take up Civics Chapter 6. First topic that is given in this chapter for you is why do we need political parties? Now, to get answer for this question, we are living in India where it is democracy, system of government is formed and we follow the rules of the democracy. Now first in this topic what we learn is what is a political party. First we answer this question, that is what is a political party. Political party is a visible institution in a democracy. Now for example, if you say a school, what idea comes to your mind? Comes to your mind that is students, a group of students go to school and they study there. Now when you speak about democracy, a picture comes to your mind, that is political parties. Without political parties, democracy will not be successful. So now what is the answer for this question? What is a political party? Political party is a visible institution in a democracy. I repeat, political party is visible institution in a democracy. Now when you go to interior part of India, in the villages or other places, if you ask the people about what is constitution of our country and what is the system of government, they will not know anything. But surely they will know a leader whom they are giving their vote, the party for which they are supporting. So it is a visible institution in a democracy. Wherever democracy is followed, it becomes the visible institution. And second one they have given, that is meaning of a political party. Now what is the meaning of a political party? When we speak about a political party, it is the group of people coming together having some common idea or program or a policy. Now when we speak about meaning of a political party, it is a group of people coming together having common idea, policy or programs. Now in this having common idea, program or policy, it is they promise to the people that this is what we stand for, what this party stands for. Now third thing is, that is what we are going to learn is components of a political party. Now when we speak about components of a political party, it is important, it may come in the 3 marks question answer, they may ask you, so you have to write in detail. In your book just they have given what is the components of a political party, that is 3. One is the leader, second one is the active members, third one is the followers. Now when we speak about leaders, what do? They are the people who make major decisions for the party. The leaders are the ones who make major decisions for the party, and also they see the administrative level, whatever they have to see functioning of the party, taking decision and running the party. Those things are decisions are taken by the leaders. Now active members. Now who are the active members? Active members are those who have risen high to this post from the followers. They are from the followers, some of them are elected to be the active members, and these are the ones who also make some decision and see the functioning of the parties in different places. They represent as ministers, okay, they become the active members. And third one is followers. Now who are the followers? Followers are those who support the party. During the time of election, they give their vote and they see that their party wins the election. They are the followers. They support the policies of the leaders of the party. Okay, now these are three components of a party. That is leaders, active members, followers. Three you should recall, and you should know who are the leaders. They are the one who make major decisions. Second, active members. They closely support the leaders and see the functioning of the party. And third one is followers. They support the party by giving their vote, and also they see that they win the election through their support. Okay, now next one, that is we are going to learn in this topic, very important, that is functions of a political party. Now functions of a political party is very important, and in this you have 7 points. One is to contest elections. Second, different policies and programs. Third, making laws for the country. Fourth, form and run government. Fifth, play the role of opposition. Sixth, shape public opinion. And 7, provide people access to government machinery and welfare schemes. Now these functions of the party, first one, what is the functions of the political party? To contest elections. Now the importance of any party is they contest elections and they win the election. That is the first main function of a political party. First main function of a political party is to contest election. Now when we speak about contest election, there are 2 ways that are followed in different countries. Different countries follow different ways, but 2 are main ways which they follow. First one is, that is the supporters or the followers, they choose one person as candidate and they contest elections. Okay, now the followers, the people who are supporting the party, they choose one candidate and these candidates contest the election. This is followed in UK and America. In America, it is the people who choose their leaders and they contest the election and they give their vote and they see that they win the elections. And in another way, what is that? It is the top leaders who choose the candidates. In India like country, in our country, it happens. What does it happen? Political party, it is the top leaders. When we speak about BJP party, we know the top leaders. Narendra Modi or Amit Shah and other main leaders, what do? They come together, they discuss and they select the leaders and these candidates who contest the elections. Okay, there are 2 ways. When you speak about to contest election, 2 ways. One is the supporters or the followers choose the lead candidates, and another, like a country like India, it is the top leaders who choose the candidates and they contest elections. So first main function of the party, political party in a democracy is to contest elections. And second one is different policies and programs. Now there are different parties are there. Now what do? They display some policies and programs. Now they form some policies and programs and they say which is good for their nation development. Now every party displays their own policies and programs and it is the people or the citizens, they choose which policies and programs are good for the development of the country and they vote for such parties. And many of the times it is a large country, everyone has got their own views for a development. So all these views we cannot support, or all the views party cannot display also. So what do? The similar opinions they group together and they display some important policies and programs and people choose from these which is the very important policy and programs and they support those parties which gives the policies and program which is suitable for their development. And third point is making laws for a country. Now one of the main functions of a party is making laws for the welfare of the country. Now these laws, they are discussed in the parliament and they are passed and they become laws for the country. Now whose duty is to make the laws? It is the MP who are in the parliament. Now many of these MPs who are in the parliament or who are in the legislature, they belong to the party. So when they belong to the party, it is a party who plays a major role in making laws for the country. Third one is form and run government. Now first main function we know, that is to conduct elections. When they conduct elections, they win, and when they win the elections, what do? They form and run government. Once they are winning the elections, they form the government and they run the government, and while they run the government, they do so many development work for the welfare of the country. And third one is play the role of opposition. Now this is very easy for you to learn. Now the party one who wins forms the government and runs the government, and the party one who loses the election, what do? They form the opposition party. They play the role of opposition. When you speak about play the role of opposition party, it is the duty of the opposition party that they constructively criticize the running government who have formed the government. They, whatever the policies, wrong policies, if they are following the government, ruling government, then it is the duty of the opposition government to criticize constructively. The more they criticize, the more the running government will be in the right track for the development of a country. And sixth point is shape public opinion. Now we know those top leaders or active ministers, they cannot go to the least of the country and they cannot collect the views or the opinions of the people. Now it is the duty of the political party that they shape the public opinion. Whatever field, wherever they are, they collect the opinion of the people and they become representative in the running government. And during this representative, what do? Sometimes they make movements, sometimes they make protest that their demand is fulfilled. That is the function of the shaping public opinion. And last point is, that is provide people access to the government machinery and welfare schemes. Now every citizen cannot directly approach the government. Now who becomes the mediator between the people and the government? It is the party who becomes the mediator between the people and the government. Provide people access to government. Now whatever views of the people, it is through the party leaders taken to the government, and whatever is government scheme is there, and these schemes they take to the people. So this is one of the main function of the political party, provide people access to government machinery and welfare schemes. Okay, now these are the 7 functions of a political party. First one is to conduct elections, second one is different policies and programs, third one is making laws for a country, fourth one is form and run government, fifth one is play the role of opposition, sixth shape the public opinion, 7 provide people access to government machinery and welfare schemes. Now to conclude, what is the topic we have today? That is, why do we need political party? Now what is your conclusion? Do we need political party or we don't need political party? Now after studying these functions, we should come to the conclusion that in a democracy, political parties are very much necessary. Today when we see, every 100 years before, if you speak about, no country had any political parties. But today there are no country without political parties. It is very much necessary in a democracy, political parties. And they have given little thoughts for you, that is to imagine a country without a political party. If a country has no political party, what will happen? There will be independent candidates. Now, these independent candidates will be limited to their own constituency. They will not think in large scale of a country. As a result, what will happen? There will be no development in the country and citizens will not be united together. So, in a democracy, political parties are very important, and also they have given an example of panchayat election. When you speak about panchayat election, there is those candidates, they don't stand in the name of a party, they stand as independent. Now, when panchayat election happens, there are many groups in the villages, they are getting divided because of this, they don't have party. So, it is also one of the reason why we need a political party in a democracy. And also very much important, that is the last point, that is in a democracy, the responsible government, if you need to have, it is possible only through the help of a political party. So, in a democracy, political party is very much necessary. So, that is our conclusion. And one more, there are two things, that is partition and partisanship. Now, this meaning they may ask you in one word answer. What is a partisan? Partisan is a person who is fully committed to a party, who is strongly for the party. When we see persons who are fully committed to a party, then we call them as partisan. And what is partisanship? Partisanship is a person who support the party, though you have your own views, but you give up your own views, but you blindly support the view of the party, policies of the party, program of the party, giving up your own individual views. Okay, partisan and partisanship. Okay, students, read this topic in your book and learn it. Thank you.